Hey guys, welcome back. In this one we're taking who knows how long this look is going to be, but we're taking a look at the Mig-21 SPS-k. It is a rank 6 premium in the German tech tree. So I got this to ease the grind a little bit. And I kind of thought for a split second there before I had purchased it that it was going to be kind of like grinding the F5C, where you have pretty good energy retention. So up until I bought this plane, the only experience I had with supersonics was the F5C. And then I went out and got myself the SPS-k. So thankfully, I only paid $30 for this during the VE Day sale. I don't know if you guys can get it anymore, but here it is. We're taking a look at it. And really quick, there's the SL and RP bonuses for the Mig-21. And I still do have premium, so that might change once it goes away in 20-something days. Now, I'm going to attempt, now keep in mind, attempt to not get hit by any radar missiles. So I'll level out just a little more here and go off to the side and let my big pack of teammates take care of some of the guys who are going to rush in there. So as far as armament goes, you have the GSH 23mm cannon that's mounted on the belly, and this gun is very strange to aim. I didn't start using the gun to get kills until a few days ago. Before that, I was being a wuss and just taking the flare pod. So unfortunately you can't have flares and a gun, which really makes this plane hard to be consistently good with, especially in an up tier when you're going up against planes like the F8E, for example, that have, oh my god. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Not having flares, you tend to eat a lot of those all aspect missiles. And that honestly makes this plane very frustrating to play, because you bring the gun pod so that you can be more effective in battle, even though it is pretty hard to use, and then you just get obliterated by an all aspect missile. But it's okay. It's quote unquote realistic is what I'm gonna call that. So we have two R60s, a 30G missile, and it looks like this is actually a 10.0 match, or close to it. So hopefully we'll do a little bit better this time. Same kind of deal where I'll let them hopefully take care of most of the enemies. But as far as armaments on the wings go, you can take up to 4 missiles, but only of the R3R and R3S missiles. You cannot take 4 R60s or 4 R131s or R13s. Yeah, whichever it is, the 20G missile that's got a heavier payload. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it honestly is what it is. And the R60 is pretty good as a close range missile, or close-ish range missile. I don't think this guy has flares. We're just gonna R60. That man's bye-bye. So sometimes you do get like crits only with the R60s, and it's whatever. Teammate will probably steal your kill. And what I'm doing right here is probably not a good idea. With the Delta Wing, you do bleed a very large amount of speed in a turn like that. And it does take a little bit to gain that energy back. Anyways, back to what I was saying before I got interrupted by an R60. It does take a little bit of time to gain your energy back. At least it seems like it does. Like I said, this is the only supersonic I have on this account. But what you guys saw back there where I just bled my energy off, if you're in a 1v1 situation, especially with a F5C pilot, you can honestly do pretty well bleeding your energy off like that. You just have to be careful not to stall. So as long as you keep your afterburner on, you end up kind of sky drifting. It quite literally looks like you're just drifting in the sky. It's pretty cool. And no, it's not a Cobra for all of you TikTokers out there. But that can be used in certain situations to pretty much reverse an enemy, especially if they have higher energy retention than you. You're putting yourself in a really, really bad situation, especially if there's another jet around that has a spare missile to use. But it's still fun, and since this is a premium, fun is the name of the game, really, with it. And sometimes it's not. When I first got this plane, I honestly put 100 games on it before I started to legitimately learn the dynamics of playing with other supersonics and missiles and the guns, and that took a lot of really sucking and a lot of just general losses overall. But that's just what happens sometimes. And like I said previously, or that might have been in the attempt to record this where I forgot to hit the record button, I do have the F5C, and the F5 is just so completely different from the Mig-21 that for some reason I was thinking that I could go out and pretty much have infinite energy with it, and that's just not the case. So like I said, that delta wing does make you bleed like all of your energy very quickly. Okay, well, thank you. Saved me right there so I didn't have to bleed all of it off. But yeah, the gun is honestly really weird to shoot with, and that's probably just because it sits a little bit lower than the fuselage itself. I guess I'll confirm that whenever I unlock another Mig-21 that can actually take missiles and not missiles that can actually take a gun and flares. So we'll confirm at a later date. Now, as far as F5Cs go, you don't really have to worry about them too much because some of them just sit still like that. He totally had flares or something, that he could have used, but he didn't because he wasn't paying attention. And honestly, sometimes that happens to me too, where I'm just not paying attention and I eat a missile. But oh well. What can you do? Like that F4C coming in. I don't think he actually has flares. There was another missile that flew by me right there. Oh man. unfortunately, the A10As, I don't know if the regular tech tree version has them, but I know that the premium, or well, it might be the other way around. One of the A10s has all aspect missiles, so you have to watch out for that. Those all aspects will get you from the front side. And also watch out for the Burt cannons, because those things will absolutely rip you in half in a tenth of a second. Is he the last guy? No, he's one of them. But we're gonna end the rant there, guys, with only one, or technically two people left on the team. So as always, if you guys enjoyed watching, leave a like down below. And if you have any War Thunder tips or plans that you want to see me fly, leave them in a comment, and I will put them on the schedule. They're going to be Tuesday videos now is when I'm going to do requests. And really quick, I just want to say a big, huge, massive thank you to you guys for 250 subscribers. I mean, that's honestly pretty crazy to think about, and honestly, you guys make my day every time you comment, so let's keep it up. But as always, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.